Once upon a time, there was a rich businessman who had an 8-year-old son. He was madly in love with his son. However, this little one developed some real bad habits. He would watch endless hours of television, video games, and eating a lot of junk food, not having any healthy habits. So this man was really worried. He thought about his friend who was a coach. He called his young son. He said, "My dear child, let's go. I have a friend of mine and let's go to this person. He is a coach. Let's go to him." And they drove down and they went and met this coach. The moment they reached, the coach knew what to do. He asked the young child, "My dear young man, come with me. I have a beautiful park to take you to." The boy was excited. He said, yes, let's go outside." And as they were walking, getting to know each other, finding out what their favorite things was, becoming good friends, this coach asked him, "My dear child, I need a small help. Why don't you pull out the tiny sapling out there, a tiny one which is growing?" The boy said, "Wow, why not, dear coach? Let me pull it out." And he pulled it out and handed it over to him. So the coach said, "Yes, wonderful. How was it difficult?" "Oh, it was so damn easy." This time the coach pointed out, "My dear child, why don't you get me that shrub?" So this shrub was a little taller, almost reaching to the height of this young boy. The boy was excited, was full of energy and with good amount of willpower, and grabbing it and making a lot of effort. Took him few minutes, but then finally he uprooted it and gave it to the coach, completely sweating, and said, "Coach, see, I've done it." The coach congratulated young man, "Fantastic job." And for the final time, the coach said, "Do you look at this tree? Why don't you go and pull it out?" The young boy thought for a moment. He said, "Okay, I've done so far. I managed to pull out a sapling, a tiny plant, a bush. Let me give it a shot." And he went there with full of gusto, tons of energy, and started pulling out and did his level best. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and finally completely drained of energy, came to the coach and said, "Dear coach, I did everything, but I'm not able to pull this tree out." And the coach said, "How come you were able to do this with a tiny sapling and then a plant, a shrub, and then why have you failed to remove the tree?" The tiny boy instantly replied, "It's very simple, coach. That as far as the sapling is concerned, the plant or the bush, the roots weren't deep enough. However, for this tree, the roots have gone very deep and it's holding onto the earth very strongly, and whatever kind of energy a little boy like me can't pull it out." The coach asked, "My dear child, I have a final question for you, a final request. How about your habits? I know you have some habits which are good and some not so good, the bad habits. So how can you relate this to this tree incident?" The boy instantly realized, "Yes, my dear coach, I got it, whatever you wanted to say. I have not one but few bad habits, and if I leave them unnoticed, from a sapling it will grow onto a plant, a bush, and then finally a tree. Even if I want to remove them, they will not come out. Thank you, coach. It was such important lesson that I've got at such a young life. Thank you, coach." And after that day, the boy was transformed. He started planting good habits and worked on his bad habits with awareness. He removed each one of them. Over a period of time, he was happy and successful. Parenting secret. Parents, habits are made by these 3 E's: environment, education, and experiences. A parent came up to me and said, "Coach, my child watches a lot of TV." I said, "There is no issue at all. Change the environment, get rid of the TV." He said, "No. Even I watch a lot of TV. I come back from work and I'm tired. I need to watch at least couple of hours TV to get rid of the stress." I said, "Why don't you do some meditation? Why don't you do reading some books? Those are also a very nice, healthy way to get out the stress and all that. And why don't you do that? Your child will also follow that." The parent thanked me and he said, "First thing I'm going to do is get rid of the television." Yes, that's environment. Many parents say that by changing a little bit of environment, they've seen that the child develops some good habits. Number 2, education. That's also very important reason for cultivating good habits. And lastly, good experiences. Make sure that our child has good and positive experiences. Therefore, parents, it's very simple: roots, shoots, and fruits. So if you want to change the fruits, change the roots. Yes, only when we change the invisible, the visible changes. So we often talk about the habits. My child is rude, my child is angry, but go down to the roots and look at it, what exactly happened. As simple as that. Once we change the root, the three: environment, education, as well as the experience changes, the automatically fruit changes. If you want a well-behaved, a nice, polite child, then make sure you change the environment. Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Sachin and I am a life coach. I use games, activities and exercises to teach young champions valuable life skills and study skills which help them become number one in studies and number one in life. Continue to watch our videos, share them, subscribe to our channel and please do comment. It'll help us, it'll inspire us to make more good content like this. Thank you so much for watching our channel. Also do visit our website. Thank you so much.